I don't know if you can see very well at night. I'm gonna have to make a video in the day, but here's the car. Can't see anything, I guarantee it. Disregard the game music. Hopefully you can see the gauges. They are dimmed, so see if I can get the camera set. Yeah. Hopefully. You can see. Hopefully. I think you can. I think you can see. So let's go anyway. Pretty much the most important thing. I'm gonna lower that because you can't really see boost. It's probably gonna be much better down there, yeah. So the thing that I don't understand is the AFs. Like, it's the stock computer right now, but you know, like, high RPM gets extremely rich, about 5 grand, and you know, when it spools up, I know I got a little bit of a spike, but still, it shouldn't make that much of a difference. But that's 11.5 right there. But anyway, in the daytime when it's hot, my AFs can even go up, like even touch 13, and I have to let off because it's just too lean. So I don't want to chance anything. So that's basically my biggest problem, and I also hate running it so rich at the top end because it's gonna, you know, it's flooding itself out. Like it's dropping like to 9.9, like it's going way down. I don't let it go down that low. I let off. I only run it so high. So it's probably pretty good there. I can't do much better than that. We're gonna have to do it and see what she looks like. So. Pretty much my AFs are the most important thing to be paying attention to. Now, it is a cold night. It's probably around 10 degrees Celsius, so gotta keep that in mind. Why I'm doing it at nighttime is because it seems to stay richer at night. I try to be fairly careful in the day. So. Just a little. Were a little bouncy there. Usually it stays pretty solid, but I mean, that wasn't bad there, but I didn't let it run high enough to go really rich. Made good power too. So basically I built the car to be fun, reliable, and fuel efficient. It is a daily driver during the summer months, so I want to keep it fairly economical to drive and whatnot. So, but safe, of course. it's a 94 and it's a Silvia, so the motor's factory in it. So it is the S14 SR, as you know. Full 3-inch exhaust, no cat, Apex dual M1 cat back. That's downpipe and all, everything 3-inch. And an ISIS tubular manifold. Oil restrictor, don't know if that really matters, but a really big front mount intercooler core with Grady pipes. I just run compressor surge because I don't like blow up valves. Fuel pressure right now is set at about 45-ish pounds. Alright, here we go in second gear. I'm gonna let it spool up on its own. Here we go. Shit, that wasn't bad. Temperature made that better. That didn't get too awful rich. That stayed right around nice. So. Now this is the stock computer 2. And that's on about 10 pounds. It does have a little bit of spike, like I said earlier. Now if I use your Emance reflashed ECU, even just at cruising is at like 12 AFs, right? Again, just a reminder, I don't know if you can see the numbers on the camera, but that's 10 there, that's 11 there, and that's 12 up there. So, but with your reflash, under full throttle, any amount of boost, it starts to spool up. It goes to just 8.5 to 1 AFs, and it just starts breaking up and sputtering, black smoke. And it idles too rich, you can smell it. Just makes your eyes water. It's so rich. One more pull here. That's working retardedly well. It usually doesn't work that well. Holy fuck. Just goes to show what a little bit of temp change will do. Fuck. And I glanced at the boost gauge there, and it looks like it was sitting right around 12. So maybe I got a little bit of creep, but... I try to keep my boost curves relatively smooth. Now I know when I jump up to 16, what I'll do is I'll make a wastegate restrictor on the lathe and press fit it into the back of the internal wastegate. That's usually what I do. Works like a charm. Keeps the boost curve smooth and solid. Keeps it at 16 in the high RPMs, right? That seemed to work good there. Like, I mean, the AFs were a little rich there for a few seconds, but overall that's way better than it normally is. In the daytime, like I say, it's pretty brutal. Like, you'll spool it, it'll go like, I mean, back there it did a little bit, it went like 12.5, but I held it anyway. I don't like doing that, but in the daytime it'll go right, like it touches 13 even, and you know, that's too lean, way too lean, so. Want to keep it safe. But no, like I was saying there, in 45, 5 grand, she just takes a big dip right down to the 10, just riches right out. So you can feel it too. Like there's a bit of a power loss. Like you can definitely tell that it's too much fuel. Now if you want, I'll probably send you this video tonight. If you want, I can plug in your ECU maybe tomorrow, whenever I hear back from you, do a little run around the block. But now something that happened to me there with your ECU. I was going and I started building boost a little bit in second, and it got real rich, sputtered a bit, but I just let it go anyway. And she leaned out really fast, out of nowhere, just, you know, from 8.5, just the needle just started flying towards 13, 14. I just let off immediately and pulled over and checked fuel pressure, and that was running low fuel pressure too, and it still went way too rich, and then slapped to lean. Even with normal factory fuel pressure, it would do the same thing. And on 4 bars, it wasn't even drivable. It was just, you know, idled at like 10 AFs. It riched out every time I touched the gas, to the point where it just sputtered, and it was washing the cylinder walls down. Just too much fuel. So hopefully this video is a help. I don't know how much you can see, but I'll go inside and send this off to you. And like I say, it's just a little bit easier than explaining it all to you. So hopefully that does you some good.